Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League, where the grind continues. Joining me in the booth is someone that might not be Ventus, but it might be Ventus. I don't know. Chunk, how we doing, man?
Doing pretty well. I'm feeling
Yeah.
a little Ventusy tonight,
Oh,
we'll see how that goes. But I'm excited to see how this game pans out.
yeah. It'll be a fun one for sure. We're going to the rival league. We were just in the Titan League, so we're getting the top tier action out of Titan, and now we're going just a step below into rival, and we have some really good teams up in store for us here. We have Hydra Thunderbirds. You were doing a little research on them. Obviously, this is my league, so I know a little bit as well. But you did a little research as well. What did you find about these two teams?
Well, I know I was watching on in our little spectating chat. I was watching the end of that. I believe it was Gravelords, the undefeated team. Yeah, Gravelords versus Hydra. It went in
Mhm.
the game 5, and I think that game was a lot closer than I expected. So I've got a lot of expectations for Hydra coming into this, just based off what I saw in the ending of that game. If they can compete with the Gravelords, who are, I believe, they're undefeated. Are they not? If
Yeah,
they
they
can
are.
compete, if they can compete with them, then they can probably compete with any team in the league.
Yeah, for sure. Hydra have been looking a lot stronger. They picked up Dissa through a trade. So now it's Boywunder, Dissa, and Ploutsy. Ploutsy as well, a huge pickup for him. But honestly, I think you got to look out for Dissa and Boywunder. And Ploutsy is their highest Sal player, I believe. So like that just tells you this team is really, really well rounded. But on the other side, we have the Thunderbirds with Crip, Nevro, and DJ Khalid. Um, Now, I know I scrimmed this team before. It did not go well for them. However, they did not play DJ Khalid at the time. So I want to see if we can go a little bit different because I do think that Crip and Nevro can be a great duo. Those are two like A tier players. Uh, and that's like two A tier players of with Nevro and Crip, and so I do think they can always put up a fight. Both these teams, by the way, are 7-5, 7-5. And you would think 7-5 is a bad record, Chunk, but if you look at the rest of rival, there's three teams at 7-5, and those are like the 4, 5, and 6 seed. So this is a huge matchup just for seeding purposes. Whoever wins this one, you're going to 8-4. You're knocking out one of your biggest competitors down to 7-6. So coming out on top is going to be huge. Chunk, give me a prediction as we get into game number 1 here.
I've got Hydra 3-1 in this series. I just was impressed from what I saw from them last weekend. I feel like if you want to prove something, I feel like Thunderbirds need to really step out and show us what they got in game 1. Then I'll feel more confident as Neff will get an early goal, proving me wrong already here. Flip.
Yeah, well, great solo play here by Nev. Just Boywunder misses the boost, knows he's awkward, and just fakes it right past him. And man, what a great solo play there from Nevro. That's the kind of plays that you're kind of looking at from this guy. He is just that good sometimes, and he can be the biggest difference maker for sure for this Thunderbirds team. Boywunder looking for one touch distance now, going for the sidewall, couldn't get the double, so Nevro's going to have a huge clear here. Ploutsy up, not going to get the touch, that was off the backboard, a little awkward, the shot coming through just high. Ploutsy also able to clear that one away. Nevro maybe looking for a pass, gets a 50, that one off the sidewall, that shot just wide from the Crip. Dissa trying to chase that one down, gets one good touch, maybe a counterattack here. Crips pop really high, Nevro only one in the air. Not the best touch though, straight down to Boywunder. Boywunder with a touch, that one's off to the corner. No shot here from Dissa, but Ploutsy with some patience able to keep that one in play. Hydra seem to have found a little offense here, maybe a little bit of rhythm, but still no shots to show for it. Dissa now trying to make another sidewall double, not going to happen, and that ball, it gets cleared, but the Hydra midfield line is holding strong here. Now a counterattack opportunity off of it, not going to come through, but some early good pressure here from Hydra. I think they've bounced back well after that first goal that they gave up. Their offense, which is the scariest part about this team so far, it's starting to click.
It kind of looked sketchy off that, just a little miscue early on, letting up that goal. It's just one big mistake that kind of cost them the goal, but they're kind of clicking now. The defense has not really had to be a factor as they have been constantly pressuring this Thunderbirds backline. And I think this pressure will eventually crack the Thunderbirds. They just need to find a good opportunity.
One chance is all they really need. Not going to happen there as nobody was waiting in the midfield. Said it's going to be Dissa playing off that touch from Nevro. That ball shoots across the net. Boywunder biding his time once again. It gets a good 50 towards the midfield. Plowsy, he dives. Now it's just Dissa. And this is the kind of opportunity that you don't want to give Thunderbirds. Maybe a 50 here. A great 50 from DJ Clyde. But not going to go in there as the counterattack opportunity. You kind of got to watch out for it if you're Hydra. You take so many shots. You go so hard on the offense. Your defense can be left vulnerable. Off the backboard, here's an opportunity for Nevro. Again, he puts it away. And a 2-0 lead here for the Thunderbirds.
And Nevro shining tonight. He got a great pass from Crip, and just kind of awkwardness. Boywunder wasn't really available. I believe it was Plowsy in that who just kind of got it shot over him. Just unfortunate there for Hydra. They need to find more sustained way on defense. They've just been pressuring them so much, and the defense really hasn't been there.
The defense does need to step up just a little bit, but their offense needs to just come away with a couple of goals, and they're right back in this thing. That one almost sucked by Crip, but Crip with a nice save there. Boywunder, an early challenge, gets Never off the ball, so Dissa's up in the air. Dissa with a full tank of boost, gets it over one, gets a flip reset, might leave it for Plowsy, but Crip had that one red. Now Boywunder, last man back. Dissa maybe looking for the doink, doesn't come through. Would have been a goal, almost assuredly, but DJ Clyde gets the save. Now Plowsy is able to get a nice touch, 58 all the way out, but it's going to be Crip, first one there. Not a lot of boost to work with, gets it under Boywunder. Dissa, his touch a little awkward, Nevro there, looking for a pass, maybe just looking for a shot. Dissa has to make the save. Dissa now, 0 boost, more pressure here from the Thunderbirds. Boywunder a little caught out, Plowsy off the sidewall. Missed touch there from Crip, so Nevro, last man back. A great jump here, though, going to play it to his own corner. Clyde is there for the 50 on Boywunder. Able to get another 50 on Dissa as well. No real threat there as Nevro clears it to the side. A minute and a half remaining. Nevro with a long clear. That one could be on target. Boywunder off his own backboard. A little dangerous. The bump doesn't come through, and so it's going to be a free clear here as Nevro up off his own backboard. Still dangerous. Counterattack opportunity. Plowsy with one touch off the backboard. Crip, no boost, just has to pop that one up high. Dis maybe looking for a pass down to Boywunder, but DJ had that one red. DJ now maybe looking for a pass down mid, doesn't get the touch though. Never and Crip both in the corner, a little bit awkward here. Counterattack opportunity. All of Thunderbirds had committed, but no option out. Now Boywunder off the backboard, off of a demo from Plowsy as well. Crip's gonna have the save. The defense has just been so stout from the Thunderbirds here. Chunk, and you know, with a minute remaining, the Hydra, they really need to find one goal here early, or it's going to be a lost cause.
Yeah, so far we've seen 4 shots come out and 4 saves. Everything has really been on target, but this Thunderbirds defense has just stayed stout, like you said. They have, as I say that, they find a crack in this defense. So a great little, a missed touch from Crip really leaves Nevro in an awkward situation, and Dissa finds himself a nice double.
Yeah, Dissa was the pickup that kind of shook things up here for this Hydra team, and trying to show why right there. It was a great shot. Now Dissa maybe looking for a pass over to Plowsy. Plowsy shot. It goes in. Hydra, they can strike in an instant, and they do so.
Wow, this game was almost certainly won from what probably felt in the minds of Thunderbirds. They had that 2-0 lead, but they got counterattacked so fast. We just kind of saw the potency that this offense could have, and they really showed us how quickly they can strike and come back.
Yeah, and 15 seconds left. You think this is going to overtime? I would not say this is over. As Crip now with a great 50 there. Could lead to a counterattack here for Thunderbirds. Nevro gets one pop. Might leave it for DJ Clyde, but look too long on it, and Dis is going to send that one long. Crip all the way up here. Crip going to drop that straight down, sending us to overtime. Overtime, game 1 chunk. What else could you ask for between these two teams? Oh, no. I know what I could. Oh! We almost got the save. This just shots was not good enough, and it definitely could have been saved, but in the end, a kickoff goal does it. A little kickoff strat it looked like there from Dissa, but man, an anticlimactic finish, but what a comeback here from Hydra.
Yeah, the shot. Dissa had a great opportunity to put on a shot. He kind of put on not the greatest of shots, but it ends up finding the net. So good on him for that. Really, I thought for sure it was gonna get saved. Good positioning there from Thunderbirds, but the kickoff strat just kind of proved to catch them off guard. Which I would
Yeah.
like to see if they use that more later on in the series flip.
I mean, they did try to pull it out in one of the kickoffs earlier, and I saw it, and it didn't go straight to on Dis's car. But the way he cheats is he hard cheats to his side, and basically, if the ball gets 50 to that side, and they lose it just a little bit, it goes onto his car, basically straight into the net, and there's nothing you can do about it. I don't know what team they learned that from. I don't know what kind of replays Dis is looking up, but it seems to be working for him. Worked out there in the overtime, and Thunderbirds, man. We got to talk about that collapse because it felt like everything was going so well, so right, and then it turned on its head in an instant. Do you think that kind of shell shocked him a little bit going into this game too? You think, man, we really got to tighten up the defense, or they could just score on us like that?
Uh, just kind of the quick, really. The second goal was a kickoff goal, but the first one was just kind of a miscue. Crip really just gave him Dissa the ball, and Dissa very mechanical. We've seen him go for a lot of things early on in that first game, but you do not want to give him prime opportunities like that. Good looks like that are almost certainly a goal, and with that kickoff strat, you do not want to be going to a lot of kickoffs if you are not able to find out the counter to that kickoff.
Yeah, kickoff strat, it can be a huge difference, but it's not always going to go the perfect way, especially in Rival League. But Dissa trying to make a play happen here. Got it past Crip. DJ has to make the save himself, as now he's able to get one more touch, but not a lot of booster work, so Crip tries to take it from him, gets a good 50 himself into the Hydra corner. Boywunder now with a good touch, but Never's going to be right on top of that one. Crip already in the air with one touch, off the sidewall, gets another one, the pass is there, but the save from Plowsy comes through. Nevro couldn't beat Dissa to the ball for that shot, and Dissa going to have a long clear after Crip. Crip now, maybe a pass out to Nevro. That one's going to bounce off the sidewall. No, Never's going to be there for the pass mid. Crip's going to be there, and the speed of play was a little too quick there for Hydra.
Yeah, they found each other in open areas. Everyone just a little too close to each other on this Hydra defense, and the quick little passes and finding each other really led to a great goal there. And I'd like to see more of that if you are Thunderbirds. We didn't really see that in game one. We saw a lot of solo plays by Nevro, but we didn't see a whole lot of passing and really just smart team play.
Yeah, but sometimes all you need is a good 50 as that ball bounces dangerously in front of the Hydra net. Is Never now going to try to put a shot on. That one's going to go high. DJ Clyde going to get a nice 50 there. That one's bouncing kind of awkwardly, maybe straight down, right in front of the goal. Is Never going to get there? No, Plowsy's going to have the clear. 3.5 minutes remaining. Plowsy with no boost, able to hit the clear. Boywunder also on 0 boost, still went for it. Just a really high ball there. Was able to get a double as well. That ball going to be sent on target by Plowsy. No bumps coming through. Boywunder last man back. That one high off the backboard. Looking for the double. Crip gonna have the clear. Plowsy continuing the pressure here for Hydra. Boywunder gets bumped, and Nevro follows up that touch from DJ as now Nevro maybe looking for a pass. That's a great pass, but only Boywunder is there to receive it. As Dissa now going all the way downfield, gets a boost steal, but did not get the touch on that ball, as that ball still bounces super dangerously in the midfield, and Dissa is always there with these cuts. And he is going to always be an annoyance in your own half. And now Plowsy's looking for the demo. Nevro had to put it off his own backboard. Still a dangerous spot to be. But in the end, Thunderbirds are able to get the ball cleared by a little bit of time. But still, this Hydra offense seems to have kicked it up a gear once again.
Yeah, they really like to step it up. They kind of feel out the defense is what I've kind of seen early on in the game, and then they'll find a quick way, kind of pick you apart slowly, and once they find that first goal, it is dangerous from there. You've got to find a way to stop them when they get going. But so far, Thunderbirds have been able to really play a neutral game right now. Not a lot of shots in general. We only have 5 shots combined right now here, Flip.
Yeah, you know, I'm just saying, if I'm in a rivalry game, I have 5 shots alone every game, and that's just the fact. You just gotta shoot the ball sometimes. These guys just make mistakes. Like this ball off the backboard, a mistake could come through, and somebody could have been there, but this, they had a lot of faith in him. Instead, it's going to be a shot here from Plowsy. That ball's going to bounce off the backboard. Boywunder able to get Tovan clear as Dissanow's going to hit that one towards the sidewall. That ball bouncing dangerously, but Boywunder able to get the long clear here. Nevro is back, but not a great touch. He was last man back. Crip with a nice fake, and a good demo there from Nevro. Nevro also in the corner. A missed touch there from Plowsy kind of threw Nevro off, and now still more pressure here for Thunderbirds. A bad touch there. Crip, you gotta punish those. Oh my goodness, off the crossbar. And that one rang throughout the whole stadium, as that ball could have been the dagger, but instead it's a long clear from Crip, and Crip, you can't miss this one. A bad spawn. Crip, you gotta put it away. And that open net was impossible to miss.
Yeah, Crip got another chance off a great demo in the midfield by DJ Clyde, or DJ Clyde. I think that's how you say it. But it was a great play, just opening up the field and letting Crip really just make up for the mistake he had earlier. But this game is far from over. We saw an identical scenario going late into the last game, and we found we found a counter if we're Hydra, but it's looking like we've got a 3-goal lead instead of a 2-1 now.
Yeah, a team bump in the corner between Dissa and Boywunder would not have mattered. I don't think it mattered at all. I've noticed one thing, and I don't know if I want to say it because I need this whenever I play Hydra, but I've already played him in the season. I'll have to play him in playoffs, and so I'll just say it now. Plowsy overcommits his third a lot, and you're going to see it. He's going to be the one reason that there's going to be a lot of third-man counterattacks. That's all I'm going to say. You'll see it. I hate to call him out, but this Hydra team, it's happened twice already. Let's see if it'll continue. But like they kind of needed to throw the kitchen sink, so maybe that's all it was. As they are down now 3 goals with 30 seconds remaining. Let's see if that does matter here, as Dissa, last man back, Never is going to capitalize on that bad touch. And I just think Hydra at this point, they're looking for any opportunity to attack, and so everybody's looking to go up fields. I think Thunderbirds are just capitalizing on that.
Yeah, I feel like Thunderbirds have really been disrupting these attacks before they really come to fruition. They've been able to kind of stop these first touches, these great booms, these passes. We've kind of seen Hydra on their own half a lot more than we did in that first game, and I think it's done wonders here for Thunderbirds in Game 2.
Yeah, and as Game 2 comes to a close here, this is a very needed bounce back if you are the Thunderbirds after choking, really choking game number 1. You are glad to see a victory in this fashion as they dominate Game 2 4-0. And honestly, it looked pretty comfortable. 3 shots total for Hydra. That's insane to hold them to. That's really good defense, team defense, as a whole there from Thunderbirds.
Yeah, just the disruption I was talking about. Not able to really formulate attacks. Only 3 shots is... I would kind of find Hydra's identity to be an offensive team, but if you are able to really hold them back at defense, they only had 1 save all game, which they weren't really playing defense. It was a battle of the midfield, but the defense kind of was lackluster when it came to it. We kind of saw some awkwardness, like you said, Plowsy kind of being awkward as third man. We saw a couple of team bumps, a couple of awkwardness back in net. If you are Hydra, you got to work out those kinks here in this game, or find a way to go back to that that hyper offense that we saw in Game 1, where not a lot of defense was even needed.
Let's see what will come through here in Game 3. Every game, its own story. Every twist, a lot of twists and turns in this one so far already. Game 3 sure to provide more here, as Crip able to get a long clear. Dissa up, not gonna. Ooh, almost did not get a touch. Boywunder here on the backboard with 0 boost. Still really awkward. Plowsy, last man, has to get a touch, and he does. I think he got that through the bump of Nevro as well. Well done there from Plowsy, as now Plowsy, maybe an opportunity, but that ball bounced awkwardly. Crip now maybe look for a shot. That's going to go off the crossbar, sorry, off the post. Not a really shootable ball there as Nevro, last man, trying to put a shot on target. Boywunder has the save. Boywunder now looking for the clear, trusted Crip's touch, but Crip pulled a Flipton in, the fake there. And Clousey with a nice challenge there. That one's right over DJ, and DJ Clyde almost let a ball through, but a wise decision, maybe a calm from his teammate, I don't know, but in the end, it results in the Thunderbirds able to get a little bit of time, get a lot of boost here. Now Nevro looking for the counterattack. Dissa with a great pre-jump challenge. Plauchy's there, and that's what Hydra's so good at. You don't expect a player to be there, then all of a sudden, someone's sneaking up behind you, getting a touch on the ball that you didn't expect, and it's in the back of your net. That time, Thunderbirds had the answer. A great challenge there from Nevro as Dissa, once again, not a great touch here. Dissa try to fall off. Now just trying to challenge, but that ball's over the head of Boywunder. Plauchy's touch not great. Crip gonna be there. Boywunder with the save. Dissa backwards, taking his time, trying to take it to the corner. Doesn't get the touch. That ball at the backboard. DJ Clyde there for the shot. Plauchy there for the save. Now Dissa trying to get the ball clear with the pinch. Trying to wall dash his way to it. Able to get a good 50 there onto Crip, but only as far as DJ Clyde. Plauchy with 0 boost. Able to get the epic save there. Nevro continuing the pressure. The bump came through, but Boywunder with the recovery. Now the counterattack's on. Nevro able to get back in time. And with 2 minutes elapsed, back and forth, still 0-0. Hydra hanging on. Thunderbird not able to break through. A bad touch there from Nevro. DJ Clyde able to get the ball cleared out, and things maybe died down just a little bit. A lot of panic is what it felt like, but Hydra and Thunderbird, both teams able to get things under control. Still 0-0 here halfway through this game, and the defense has stepped up here for Hydra big time so far, Chum.
Yeah, we've seen what we didn't see early on in this game is Boywunder. Little solo play, nearly had a great flick there on target, but that was a great save by DJ Clyde. We've kind of seen some great attacks from Thunderbirds. We haven't really seen a whole lot of offensive opportunities, as Dissa will find an offensive opportunity of his own. Just DJ Clyde left back, and great flick. Dissa able to read his own touch there, flip in. That is what you want to see Hydra. If you are Hydra, you have never been leading so far in the series. Yeah,
a total of 0 seconds. They won a game in overtime, but before that, it literally had not taken the lead. As Dissa, he was looking really awkward so far this game. Able to make a nice play there. To be fair, it was a bad touch from Nevro. It was a double commit from Nevro and Crip that basically led to that goal immediately. As Crip's going to get a touch there, Nevro's going to try to follow that one up, and DJ Clyde's going to get one touch, maybe try to look for a follow off the corner. A little awkward for him, but the defense there from Thunderbirds was fine until a bad double commit, and Dissa capitalized immediately, and that's what Thunderbirds can do to you. As another double commit here, but a good touch there to the corner. Dissa, not a great touch, as Nevro's going to have a long clear here. Plauchy with one touch, but only as far as DJ, as now Nevro in the sidewall. Oh, he was looking for the shot. Nobody there to follow up that touch. Dissa now looking for the counterattack. It's a good pinch. Couldn't get the demo though. DJ Clyde couldn't try to get a pass out. Crip was demoed. A little awkward for him. Able to get a nice touch there though. And DJ Clyde, 0 boost, just has to go. And Plauchy able to slot that one away. A great shot here from Plauchy, putting it behind that last defender.
Yeah, great pop. Crip on backboard, 0 boost. Not able to dive down on it, and just an awkward kind of lead out to Plauchy, who was able to drive it home. Great power on that to not afford Thunderbirds to really be able to bounce on that ball. And they've got a pretty handy lead here from what we've seen so far in the series, and I'd like to see if they want to add onto it or kind of trust in that defense we saw earlier that kind of looked pretty stout compared to what it had been earlier on.
Yeah, we have not seen Thunderbirds come from behind, and you know, whenever things do turn bad for Thunderbirds, it looks like they go from bad to worse. As more pressure just keeps getting applied here. Plauchy now looking for a touch off the backboard. Boywunder's going to be up. Boywunder off the backboard himself. That's falling straight down. And a good clear there from Nevro. Nobody from Hydra wanted to go on that one. They're playing a little safer. Plauchy dives straight in. And Boywunder all the way back here. Just in the midfield, just trying to make challenges happen. Waste more time from this Thunderbirds team. And just, you know, secure game number 3 here. And a very solid victory. Overall, I do think Hydra have outplayed Thunderbirds this game. Just too many little defensive mistakes. And you know what? That's all you need sometimes, as Nevro's going to put that one away. Scoreboard looks a little closer now. but this was a Hydra game through and through.
Yeah, a great little a mistouch there from Platzi. Kind of a little ego boost goal, a little momentum goal going into this game, a little stat sheet goal, some would even say. But this 3 demos we see on the board. Maybe Dissa, we normally know him for being a great mechanical player, but kind of being a support player, and it worked out great in that game. Able to find the handy when the defense was alive, but also kind of a new look offense from what we have seen from them. Able to find equal shots across the board. Everyone had 2. We kind of saw demos opening up. Little awkward touches on Thunderbirds defense, but great capitalization by Hydra here in game 3.
Yeah, and if you are Thunderbirds here, a couple things that you're looking at to kind of just improve, and that's got to be just taking a little bit more control. I think because there are a lot of times where Hydra are just sitting in midfield. There's not even a player. Like, basically, the ball would bounce off the backboard, and they would just take a hard touch towards the midfield, and there's not even a Hydra player in sight. And they're just waiting for that long clear from Thunderbirds. A little bit more control, and you're able to get a better 50 or, get a dunk or whatever it is as a dunk comes through there, never has to clear that to his own corner. Just a little bit more control in the midfield here, and maybe you can start seeing a turnaround, as now it's going to be just a passing play out, and Boywunder able to get the save. A great save there, a great shot as well. So now Crip, last man back. Clouchy just goes for Crip himself, and that ball off the backboard just has to put it on target. Easier said than done. It was a tough shot to make. Crip had the Cuckster pinch as well, but Plessy was back for that one. Plessy now 100 boost, just gets dunked out by DJ Clyde as that ball gets sent way downfield by Boywunder. And Crip not able to recover off the sidewall, but a good pass there from Nevro could have turned into a counterattack. Dissa had that one red. Dissa now able to get a fake on one, get a pop over another. Not really shootable as Nevro takes that one to the sidewall and tries to get another touch, but it's just going to get sent all the way across. Plessy now looking for a touch off the backboard, and Crip's already there. Crip taking his time, trying to get a 50 past one, and it's going to go straight down right where Dissa's waiting. Up in the air goes Dissa. Dissa towards the backboard. Dissa looking for the double, doesn't get it. Boywunder sneaks it through, and Hydra have the first goal.
Yeah, great pressure here. You let Dissa get that little pop. No one home with a lot of boost. Not able to get the double, but Boywunder, great vision to follow up. And Boywunder with the early on save that was pretty incredible from what he had to work with to a great little follow-up here. He has really led this Hydra team here to start off this game 3.
Yeah, and now just looking to do it once more here. A flip reset doesn't come through. Boywunder gonna hit that one off the backboard. A little bit awkward as Crip. Now, there was like nobody back, but Dissa was able to rotate back in time. Crip, I feel like, was just a little too shocked to believe that nobody was challenging him. As now Dissa hits that one towards the sidewall. That ball from Nevro going to be met by Plowsy in the midfield. And I feel like Hydra does a very good job with their midfield players, just cutting off passes, buying time for their players to get back. As now Boywunder was able to get back, get a long clear, but now that's a bad challenge there from Boywunder and Dissa. A bad double commit results in an immediate counterattack. The shot just wide though, and Boywunder trying to send that one long. DJ Clyde able to get one touch, a backflip touch though. Boywunder a little awkward. Crip and DJ double commit. That ball off the crossbar again, and Crip wants that one back. But now it's just a counterattack here for Hydra. Cloudsy, that's a shot. It's not on target. Dissa's there. Oh, Crip own goals. And the streamer does not want to be on stream for that one.
Yeah, Cloudsy gets the ball somewhere near net. Crip kind of panics, puts himself at the wrong place at the wrong time. Dissa was in the vicinity trying to make him at least think that he had to touch the ball. Great pressure there from Hydra. And Crip definitely wants back first that opportunity on offense and then just a mistouch on defense, but Nevro will sneak one here.
What a shot, what an angle. I think DJ, with a great 50, wasn't really expecting it. It's a lot easier to, from my angle, that looked a lot more impressive. Nevro was a good shot. I won't go crazy about it. It was a good shot. Tough shot. Usually that one goes out the post, but not the toughest shot in the world to hit, but definitely not the easiest either. As DJ trying to wreak some havoc here. Never gets a great 50. Just Dissa back. Has to try to take a control touch. DJ gonna bang that one at the backboard. Crip, your first one there. That one's gonna fall straight down. DJ not gonna go for it. And Leaves it for Nevro. Nevro's touch straight to Cloudsy. DJ with one control touch. Tries to get it around Dissa, but Dissa with a good 50 there. Crip already in the air. Already on top of it. Cloudsy, you're going to get bumped, kid. But he gets around it. Able to get the save off his own post. Nevro with one touch to the corner. Grabs 100 boost. Gets it over Dissa. Cloudsy already on the ball. Gets 50 out by Nevro. This is a free cleared for DJ, but not enough height on it. Boywunder able to stop it in his tracks. DJ now trying to look for a pass mid. Dissa doesn't get the touch. The dunk comes through. Boywunder had the save. Nobody there in the midfield as Cloudsy now able to get that one touch. But it's going to be Dissa over to Boywunder. Boywunder not going to have a follow-up. Actually, he is. He's trying to backtrack. No boost here, but a team bump. A really bad team bump. And now a demo comes out. Really awkward. It looked like Hydra had 0 boost. But in the end, it's just a misplay there from Hydra. And now we have a Rule 1. It's a 2v2. Cloudsy and Dissa versus Nevro and Crip. And I'm not going to lie, if you're Nevro and Crip, you couldn't ask for anything better. This is exactly what they're looking for here. Cloudsy 0 boost. Has to grab this corner. Tries to turn on it. Off the backboard, not the best touch. Nevro gonna be there. One control touch. Gets it around Dissa. The shot, it's in the 50. Congrats to Thunderbirds for the Rule 1. And a great shot here for Nevro. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Dissa gets absolutely clobbered there on the little 1 yard line. He gets dunked out by Nevro, and we've kind of seen Boywunder be that third man, be so good at defense, and took him out of the play with that Rule 1, and it was just a really, really good offensive opportunity there for Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds now thinking they're lucky stars. They got this game tied. They gotta keep it that way, though. A great clear there from Nevro. Cloudsy, not the best touch. They're gonna try to be on top of that one, but instead, just gonna go high. Cloudsy shot gonna go high as well. Off the crossbar, it rang, and instead, it's gonna be Crip sinking that one to the back of the net. Dissa, 2 caught out, and oh my goodness, Thunderbird come storming back.
Yeah, Thunderbirds, absolutely phenomenal. Great little opportunities have shown themselves in this game, and they've been able to really capitalize on them. Make the best out of the scenario. If you're on the sides of Hydra, you need to find something here. You need to find some little game 1 magic, but they're gonna have a long way to go.
25 seconds remaining. Can they make it happen? A great touch there from Cloudsy. Crip already dacked that ball. Hopped up high. Dissa, no boost to work with, so Chris, Boywunder able to go for it. Cloudsy's there for the shot! The save! Oh, Boywunder able to put it away! 12 seconds remaining, and a huge play here from Cloudsy and Boywunder.
Yeah, Crip read the pass perfectly, but Boywunder, another follow-up goal here. Being able to really be the hero that Hydra needed. And now we might have ourselves another overtime.
Overtime is all I could ask for here on Forbidden Temple. Maybe not, though, as Crip tries to pass that ball. A great read there from Boywunder, looking for the double. That ball, it's going to stay up. Hits the ground there in the corner. A potential goal was coming through, but instead, the ball dies. Another kickoff ball, not going to happen here as Boywunder able to get one touch. A nice pop. That one, it's just in. Boywunder, you get him out of the Rule 1, and he makes plays happy.
Boywunder, what a shot to end off the series. Boywunder looked phenomenal that last game. Being that player to step up that we saw, and just really good. Really good team plays, great follow-ups from him. Boywunder just really being a team player there in that last game, and just what a great match to finish it on.
I mean, I got nothing to say. A great series here from both Thunderbirds and Hydra. I genuinely believe these are 2 playoff caliber teams. And honestly, Hydra now they've kind of built a lot of momentum. They went to 5 against Gravelords. They got a very nice victory here over Thunderbirds as well. Really solid team on the come up. Definitely want to look out for them in the playoff hunt, and I think they could easily take the 3rd seed. If Whiteout aren't careful. Whiteout Whiteout's 9-3. Depending on whatever their game looks like tonight, they could go to 10-3. So they have a couple game lead. But either way, Hydra gonna be scary in the playoffs. Thunderbirds also gonna be scary. If we don't like Chunk, if you think about it, they are what 25 seconds away from winning this series 3-1. They got scored on with 12 seconds left and like 14 seconds left. Like they were very close to winning this series outright, like 3-1 the other way. But instead, the Hydra clutch gene sometimes is just a little too strong here. And what a series, man! It was absolutely fantastic. But that's gonna do it here for our second matchup of the night. We have one more. Chunk, thank you for casting with me. It was a great time in the booth, and man, what a series!
Yeah, what a great game. What what a nut I wouldn't really expect anything from these teams. Both kind of equal matched. Both really had opportunities here in this game, and they really gave us a great battle here on stream.
Absolutely, but that should do it for us for the second match, guys. Stick around because we have more action coming at in about 10 minutes or so. So we will be right back. Stick around. It's Prospect League, Blackhawks versus Wyverns. You're not gonna want to miss it, and we'll be right back. Deuces.